Hello, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. I hope you're well. Thank you so much for being here. I'm Jen with Timeline Tarot, and this is your tarot card for the week of June 7th, 2026. It is a collective general reading. So as the messages come through today, take what fits, leave what doesn't, because if it's not your message, it simply means it is meant for someone else. And please check your other placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. And if you're not sure what those placements are, in the description box of this video is a link where you can obtain your free birth chart. Also, Sag, keep in mind, this is not what you don't see coming for the week ahead. Tarot card of the week reading is intended to be a message to you from source, something that they want you to consider at this time so you can make a decision that is best for you in your life. With all of that said, now let's begin tapping into the Sagittarius collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. What is the tarot card of the week here for the Sagittarius collective for the week of June 7th, 2026? One more shuffle. Thank you. We have the Five of Cups. What painful situation in your life are you focused on, and what positive aspects are you not seeing? At the bottom of the deck, we have the Wheel of Fortune. What changes are entering your life, and how are they a part of your destiny? Interesting. In the Monica Louv deck, in the Five of Cups, typically what we see are 3 cups spill over and 2 cups standing, but it's the reverse in this deck. There are 3 cups standing and 2 cups that are on the ground. So there's something here about a connection in your life, professional, platonic, or romantic, that is not going well, or maybe is no longer in your life, or is on its way to exiting your life. And I think what Source wants to say is whether it's already out of your life or in the process of transitioning out of your life, it's almost like you can do 2 things at the same time. Like you can have some remorse or regret over this connection or what has transpired in the connection, but you also should be rejoicing in that 3 of Cups, community, celebration, being grateful for the good things that you still have in your life. Tell me more about this here, please, for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. What painful situation in your life are you focused on, the 2 cups that have spilled, and what positive aspects are you not seeing, that there are 3 cups still standing? Tell me more about this. One more shuffle. Thank you. Okay, we have 5 of Wands. We have the Page of Cups. And we have the 4 of Swords. Bottom of the deck, we have the 6 of Pentacles. So there's something, again, this connection that has exited or is in your life. With that 5 of Wands, there's like chaos, conflict, disagreements, arguments, bickering. You could feel like it's never ending, or it's always very challenging to deal with this individual. One more shuffle here. Thank you. 5 of Wands is clarified by the 8 of Swords, the Hierophant, and the 9 of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, 6 of Swords. So I feel like you, and again, I don't know where you are on the Sagittarius timeline, so I don't know if like this person is still in your life or not. But while they were in your life, and for those of you where they are still in your life, I feel like it's you who has like primarily tried to hold up this situation. Like as difficult as it is, and you're always faced with like one challenge after another. Like look at the 5 of Wands card in your deck. Like this is you, and then there's like this big mountain here, right? And it's like you're always the one who's like confronting it, dealing with it, trying to pacify the person, find ways to deal with the person. And again, this could be your boss. It doesn't have to be a romantic partner. But there's just something like this particular connection is so challenging, and you're always up in your head in the 8 of Swords of how do I maintain the Hierophant, the marriage, the committed partnership, the family connection, the friendship, the friend group, circle, political, religious, community organization you're part of. Hierophant very well could be in a career and finance reading, the company or like corporation or entity you work for. But you're singular here in the 9 of Pentacles. So I feel like it has been you and this other connection, which is always causing issues. And you're always the one that's like lamenting over it. And you're like always upset about what's transpiring. And you're always trying to figure out a way on how to endure it or make it better. It's like you shoulder or have shouldered the responsibility. 6 of Swords. So what precedes the 6 of Swords is the 5 of Swords, right? So all of that, again, chaos, conflict, the manipulation, the lying, the backstabbing, whatever's transpiring there. And the 6 of Swords is like you're always trying to move it along, trying to improve it. And even if it's no longer in your life, I feel like that's how you were in that connection when it was in your life. It's like you were always the one trying to, I don't know, get everyone on the same page, or you were trying to bring calm to a very like chaotic connection. Page of Cups. Tell me about this Page of Cups. One more shuffle. Thank you. Page of Cups is clarified by the World, the 10 of Wands, and the Queen of Wands. And bottom of the deck, we have the Moon. It's really interesting because for some of you, this has cycled out of your life already with the World card. And for others of you in that 10 of Wands, you're in the process of cycling it out, even if you're not doing anything physically. Like energetically, and mentally, you're already making plans to like find another job, exit this living situation, stop talking to this friend, break up with this person. Again, I don't know who this person is to you. But I think Source is also telling you, like, while you are healing from this closing out or looking for that replacement job or living situation, or you're working to find a way to like exit this relationship, like if it's a romantic partnership or maybe even like a friendship, there's still something here that you're not recognizing. Like you have a lot of other good things in your life. Tell me about that Four of Swords. And again, I feel like it's like you can do both. You can look for another job, be disappointed that you have to do that because this one just didn't work out. But you could also find gratitude and joy in connecting with the people, pets, plants in your life that actually do matter, or just doing even good things for yourself. And same thing if this is a friendship or like a familial connection with a family member or a romantic partnership, you can plan your exit or heal from this relationship, you know, that has ended in your life. And you can have remorse and regret for that, but still enjoy things. It's like healing isn't linear. You can do both. You can, you know what I mean? You can hold remorse and regret over this, but not allow it to consume you and say, but I'm still going to enjoy that cup of coffee in the morning. I'm still grateful that I come home and my, you know, cats or my dogs greet me at the door. Tell me more about this. Because I feel like you're allowing this to like overshadow every part of your life. So it's almost like you're having like no enjoyment in anything because you're either healing from this closing out or in the process of trying to close it out. One more shuffle. Thank you. The Four of Swords is clarified by the Queen of Cups, the Tower, and the Ace of Wands. Bottom of the deck, the Hermit. So there's something here about radical acceptance. And I don't think I've said that very much in readings, if ever. But there's something here about radical acceptance. This partnership had to end or has to end. This job situation isn't working. I have to find another one. This living environment is no longer conducive to a healthy living environment. It's not good for my health. I need to move on and find another place to live. Like, again, whatever this is or whomever this is for you, whether it has exited or not, there needs to be like radical acceptance that it is what it is. You couldn't change it. You tried like hell to make it work. It didn't work or it hasn't been working. And you can grieve the loss of that while still enjoying things in your life. You can come home from work and be really pissed off that you had another bad day and still sit down and go, oh, but at least I have a nice apartment to come home to or a nice house. Or I'm able to cook a decent meal for myself. Or I'm able to turn the TV on and, you know, turn on the tap and get a clean glass of water. There's something about finding gratitude. So it's like radical acceptance of this situation and saying, I'm going to move on from it energetically, spiritually, financially, again, whatever it is for you. But I'm also going to find joy in life again. I'm not going to allow what has transpired here to weigh me down. I haven't been clarifying a lot of the cards, but I did it for Leo, Libra, and Scorpio. And I feel like I should do it for you also. So tell me about that Ace of Wands. They fell face up, so we'll take them. Knight of Swords, Eight of Pentacles, and the High Priestess. Bottom of the deck, Phoenix. Oh, I love it. Phoenix rising from the ashes. So I feel like there's something here that you have wanted to work on for quite some time. I think you put it on the back burner or you shelved it because you've been like dealing with this or healing from this. And I think it's time for you to look into it again. And that Knight of Swords, it's like time to take action. Eight of Pentacles to start working on this. This is something in the High Priestess energy. I feel like you were interested in at some point. You wanted to do it, but then you didn't do it. Or maybe you started it. And like I said, life got in the way and you were dealing with this. So you kind of put it on the back burner. So I don't know what it is for you. Painting, learning an instrument, learning tarot, going on vacation. There's just something here. Maybe you're a business owner and there's something you want to implement in your business and you haven't done it because life got in the way. I feel like that's something that you can do at the same time while you're grieving this loss or working through this or finding the other job or moving on from this person. It's like, I think you need to inject, if you will, a little passion into your life by going back to that like I feel like it's some type of creative endeavor or a passion project or something like that. Yeah, you either wanted to do it and you put it on the back burner, or you started doing it and you're like, "Ugh, I can't even focus on this right now." I think it's time to focus on this right now. You can do both. And I think that will bring Three of Cups feelings into your life. The happiness, the success, maybe even going out. I just feel like even if there's maybe something you always want to do even on your own and you haven't done it. And I think just doing that, there's a reason here then to celebrate. And it's like, oh, I could be really bummed out about this job and this relationship, but I can also do something really nice for myself on Saturday, or I could put an hour aside to learn tarot or pick up the guitar again, something like that. Something that will feed your soul. Let's get you 3 cards of advice. 3 cards of advice here for Sagittarius. One more shuffle. Thank you. We have the 10 of Swords again. Whatever has ended or is in the process of ending. There's that 3 of Cups that I mentioned. The 3 cups that are standing here. It's like you can do both. You can end this or grieve the loss of it ending, and you can still find something to celebrate. So again, there's something here about gratitude and also engaging in something that will restore happiness to your life. Don't allow this to overshadow you. 2 of Wands. Start planning to do this. Queen of Wands, there you are. You came out twice here as the Queen of Wands. So whether you're masculine or feminine, it's time for you to take action and to do this. You're certainly capable of doing both, dealing with this ending and also finding the joy in life. And for many of you, revisiting something here that you've always wanted to do, I think will restore some happiness into your life while you're going through this transition. That is what I have for you, Sagittarius, for the week ahead. If you like those messages, they resonated with you, you want to claim all or part of them, please be sure to click like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hype the video if you're able to do that. And don't forget to check out your other placements. Until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace.